Womb 2010. Hey folks, welcome back to our channel Mystery Recap. In today's video, we're going to recap a movie named Womb 2010, so stick with us till the end. But before we move on to the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon for more videos like this one. When the movie starts, a pregnant woman named Rebecca walks into an empty beach and starts talking about a gift while she drinks and rubs her belly. The scene goes back in time. A girl and a boy who were both kids were sleeping together. It showed their first meeting and how they got closer over time. The boy says that his name is Tommy and the girl says that her name is Rebecca. By spending more time together, they make memories that people will remember forever. This makes it seem like they were best friends as kids, which leads to something more serious even though they are still young. Tommy has been taking care of a snail and one day Rebecca and Tommy look at it. They talk about Rebecca's move to Tokyo where her mother will start a new job. Just as Rebecca is about to leave, Tommy massages her lips with his tongue. Later, Tommy asks to call Rebecca and they decide that Tommy will drop Rebecca off at the airport before she goes to Tokyo. When Rebecca was ready to leave and the time came, Tommy was nowhere to be found. Rebecca goes away without one last look at Tommy. After 12 years, the scene changes. Rebecca goes back as an adult to the same pier she left as a child. After living in Japan for many years, Rebecca moves back to her grandpa's house. She starts looking for Tommy by going to the place where he used to live, but Tommy wasn't there. Someone told Rebecca where else she could look for him, so she can find Tommy. She goes to the place where she was told to go. Rebecca walks into the home. She sees Tommy, but he's with another girl, which surprises her. When the childhood sweethearts see each other again, it's awkward because an unexpected person is in the way. Still, it's clear that they still love each other. The other girl can already feel the hormonal tension between the two, so she decides to stay out of their unclear relationship and leaves the room. Later, Tommy tells Rebecca that the girl she saw wasn't really his girlfriend. From then on, Rebecca and Tommy started getting back in touch with each other. Rebecca's move to Tokyo 12 years ago cut off what was left of their relationship. Now they both want to pick up where they left off. They do normal things that couples do when they start dating. They both once again tell each other who they are and what they do for a living. Rebecca finds out that Tommy likes to raise bugs like cockroaches. Tommy also shows Rebecca the snail he had when he was 12 years old. The snail is dead now, but Tommy was supposed to keep it. Tommy and Rebecca decide to go on a trip. While Tommy is driving, Rebecca suddenly has to go to the bathroom, so Tommy stops the car for her. When Rebecca goes outside to find a place to use the bathroom, she hears a screeching sound and a loud bang. Rebecca slowly starts to turn around. There she sees Tommy, who is now dead, lying on the floor. Tommy must have been killed when a passing car crashed into him. Rebecca is frozen because she can't understand what just happened. Rebecca is sad about the death of someone she loved very much. She sees a piece of paper where the dead snail is in the matchbox. Rebecca finds a note from Tommy to her that says, "I'll wait for you as long as it takes," which makes her feel even more sad. This means that Tommy has been waiting patiently for her to come back even though he wasn't there the first time she left. Rebecca starts to cry like no one else. She looks at pictures of Tommy and his laptop while he is at work. She goes to the beach by herself and swims in the water just like Tommy used to do. She keeps going to Tommy's grave to stop herself from missing him so much, but this doesn't make it easier for her to deal with his death. Rebecca invites Tommy's parents to her house one night to tell them that she wants to make a copy of Tommy, because that way he will be brought back to life and he will be alive again when he comes back to them. Tommy's parents don't like her idea. Did you guys like the idea? Do share your thoughts in the comment section. They told Rebecca that they've already come to terms with Tommy's death. Tommy's dad gives Rebecca the okay to clone Tommy, but he isn't happy with everything Rebecca wants to do. He doesn't agree with her, but he respects her opinion. He just hopes that Rebecca will think about it again. Rebecca decides to keep working on making a copy of Tommy. She goes to a lab that makes clones of people. She is now carrying Tommy's clone inside her, and she will be the one to give birth to him. Rebecca holds up the clone of her lover in her own womb as if it were her own child. She goes to Tommy's grave just before she gives birth to the clone of him. After what seems like forever, or at least several months, the cloned baby is born. Rebecca raises her new son, Tommy, on her own. She just wants to live together without anyone else getting in the way. Still, the clone Tommy doesn't know that his real mother, Rebecca, was once his lover. Tommy looks exactly like the other Tommy when they were young, making him a clone as he ages. Tommy lives knowing Rebecca is his mother. Rebecca claims to be the mother of a clone Tommy, but her intentions are unclear. She acts like she forgot she had him. She still likes Tommy even though they're different, so she doesn't mind if they sleep together. Tommy finds a friend as he ages. Rebecca, Tommy, and their friend eventually meet Dima and her rabbit in the forest. Dima leaves the meeting feeling tense. Dima refuses to see her until Rebecca invites her to their house. Dima, like Tommy, is a clone. The locals seem to hate cloning workers. Tommy, who doesn't know he's a clone, doesn't like Dima. The case of Dima is controversial for the mothers of Tommy's friends because everyone in town knows that Dima was forced to sleep with her father. Since Rebecca invited Dima to their house, the neighborhood parents are upset. Over time, the neighborhood parents avoid Rebecca and Tommy. Tommy's birthday surprise fails because his friends' mothers won't be his friends. Tommy doesn't care that no one comes to his party, so he yells at his mother, making them cry. Rebecca and Tommy go on with their lives even though everyone else has turned their backs on them since they moved into Tommy's old house by the water. Rebecca comforts Tommy with a dinosaur. Tommy wonders about his father. Rebecca tells him his father died in a car crash. A neighborhood boy approaches them on a beach and asks Tommy to be his friend. While Tommy plays, Rebecca works at home. Rebecca and Tommy play at their neighborhood playground daily. Tommy is surprising Rebecca by playing on top of her. Rebecca seems to think her son is the old Tommy she liked. Thankfully, the neighbor kid stops the awkward and seemingly inappropriate scene. Tommy has matured and still looks like the same. He dates a girl like a normal person. Tommy dates Monica. Later, Rebecca discovers this. Definitely, Rebecca is upset about her son's relationship because she probably didn't think Tommy would find love. Since Tommy is an adult now, she sees him the same way. Rebecca stays a good mom while her son dates and does whatever he wants. Tommy is convinced Monica should move on with them. The Tommy clone resembles the original Tommy. The clone talks and likes weird things like him. Rebecca breaks apart watching Tommy's clone with another woman. Rebecca stays in bed and talks less. Tommy doesn't mind his mother's changes. Tommy only wears underwear to bed one night. Tommy's beside is Rebecca. She covers him properly. Rebecca lies next to Tommy on his bed in desperation when things seem normal again. Tommy caresses Rebecca without her knowing. Tommy is surprised to find himself caressing his mother instead of Monica. Rebecca hides under the blanket to consider her options after Tommy's reaction surprises her. Tommy immediately gets dressed. Monica enters and kisses Tommy. Rebecca notices and suppresses her emotions. Rebecca and Tommy act normally the next day. Tommy and Monica enjoy the fishnet. Tommy sneaks his mother in because she's being excluded. When they look at each other, Tommy and Rebecca stop laughing. Monica realizes something is wrong and leaves. Tommy helps Monica inside the house despite her confusion. Monica wants Rebecca's opinion because she can't forget what she saw. Rebecca remains silent. Tommy returns from the beach the next day and his mother arrives. The old woman can't believe her eyes because the person in front of her looks exactly like her son. Tommy doesn't know what to do because he doesn't know her. The old woman leaves. Rebecca just cries when Tommy asks what happened. Tommy visits Rebecca later that night but gets no response. Tommy gets angry and says he knows the old woman from yesterday during breakfast with Monica. He leaves the house without eating, still furious. Tommy hides in the bathroom after returning. Monica and his mother were barred. Monica leaves after glancing at Tommy's face as he exits the bathroom, and after that, only Rebecca and Tommy were in the house. Tommy enters his mother's room, crying, seeking answers. His mother eventually talks to him. Rebecca tells him about the young boy she met. Tommy is still confused, so Rebecca stops explaining and shows him his father's laptop, which has all the answers. The clone Tommy discovers that there was a Tommy long ago. Tommy discovers he's a clone of Rebecca's ex-boyfriend. Tommy is even angrier when he discovers he is a clone because he no longer knows what to do with his life. Rebecca exploited him. He discovers that his mother, whom he has known all his life, raised him to live with a clone of her ex-lover. Tommy may have slept with Rebecca after their big fight to give her what he thinks she wants. Rebecca cries upon realizing this because she cloned Tommy. She seems unprepared. The movie ends with Tommy leaving the house forever. He may want to live his life without Rebecca or his clone. Tommy leaves thanking Rebecca by the name. Rebecca is alone and heartbroken, regretting her selfish decision to carry her lover's clone. Ultimately, she can only clone her ex's body, not his love. So guys, that's it for today. If you liked the video, then give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more movie recaps. Also, comment your favorite movie name you'd like to get an explanation on. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out these other videos.